Lieutenant Colonel Elizabeth Kublik of the Civic Republic Military.
Felix Carlucci, Senior Security Force Officer, Campus Colony of Omaha.
People call me Huck.
It's a companion show to The Walking Dead, and it's an all-new set of characters. And I think the thing that makes this show different from The Walking Dead is that we're exploring the apocalypse through the eyes of the first generation to come of age in the apocalypse. So, they come from a place of shelter, and someone that they care about very much is in danger. And so they decide to leave this place of comfort and take their lives into their own hands and travel a great distance to try to save someone. So they have a very specific goal, and they have a very interesting outlook in terms of the world around them.
So, that's what you get.
I play Iris, who is she's a very loyal friend, very sweet, will take on any role anyone needs her to take on. And she leaves this community and hopes to find someone that she's lost, and as well as find herself. And she becomes a total badass along the way.
Hi, I'm Alexa Mansour, and I play Hope on the show. And she is just your definition of angsty teen. She has absolutely no respect for authority. She'll do whatever she wants. Sometimes it lands her behind a thick bar of steel. And she just loves to have fun because she doesn't really care. She thinks that the world is doomed and that she might as well just enjoy it while she can instead of stressing out about it all the time. And she puts out this really tough exterior, but inside she is the biggest scaredy cat and softie you'll ever meet.
Huck loves a good pair of sunglasses. She's an independent thinker. She is a good friend sometimes. And she really came from really hard times, as you could see by the scar in her cheek. And I'll tell you more about that as the show progresses. But she's very grateful to be alive and will do anything to stay alive.
Well, I'm Nicholas Cantu, and I play Elton on the show. And Elton's this very intellectual, curious 14-year-old. He's lived behind the walls of this sheltered community for a long, long time. He's an orphan of the apocalypse. Both of his parents are sadly dead. I'm talking about this like, oh yeah, here's an introduction to this guy. His parents are dead. On to the next thing. He loves black belt. He's a black belt in karate. He loves teaching the kids in the community kind of how to defend themselves in the apocalypse. And he's in for a ride when he exits the walls. He's going to learn a lot about himself, and I'm keen for everybody to see it.
I play a character called Elizabeth Kublik, and she is a somewhat intimidating leader, and she comes in as part of this alliance of the Walking Dead. Sort of has a tradition of these communities. You go from families to groups to communities that survive, and they formed an alliance. And I think much of it is the journey around what's the moral compass of this this entity that comes in that also resonates with story threads that have come from original Walking Dead.
Felix is a badass, loyal to a fault protector. He is the head of security detail in this enclosed community that we all start off in. He wears a lot of hats, has a lot of jobs, teaches classes. And as the series progresses, he really is the father figure of this group, and will take care of the people around him no matter what.
I'm playing a character called Silas, who's a bit of an outcast, doesn't have a lot to live for within the current situation they have, even though they've got everything you technically need to survive within that university. He's got a bit of a past and was moved there from a different city due to what happened there. So he's got a bad name for himself, not a lot of friends going on, and he's an outcast.
Yeah, I mean, our show is lined up with the timeline of everything. So all 3 shows in the Walking Dead universe are lined up timeline-wise. And for our show, we definitely have the big one, the CRM. We get to see more about those 3 rings that everybody's wondering about for a long, long time. And, we answer some questions, and we give you more questions about the CRM. They're a very big part of our show. And so I feel like what we add to the universe is kind of connections to the other show through the CRM, but also we add a younger perspective to the world of The Walking Dead. We got much crazier empties because it's all through the perspective of teenagers who have never seen this before. So we got crazier empties who are more of a threat. We got crazier environments with nature taking back over the world that we humans built. It's I think we add a lot of cool stuff to the world. Alexa, you want to give a zombie girl a shot with me right now? You want to see if we can channel our inner walkers?
All right, go. Are you ready?
Yeah, I remember there's a walker school. None of us graduated, but
Yeah, we never even went.
all right.
Are
So
you
it's
gonna go
like
first?
something like that. I don't know.
Okay, well mine just sounds like I have like mucus in my throat or something.
Yeah, there's a reason they cast us as people on this show. We're not
Yeah,
really
100%.
immersed in the world of the undead yet.